What is going on, everyone? Phil here, and I just wanted to give everyone an update on my health today because yesterday, on Saturday, the 27th of July, 2024, I abruptly ended my marathon about an hour to an hour and a half early. And, I understand a lot of people are concerned and why. I almost never do that. Like, I commit myself to doing my full broadcasts and being here for my content. It's a rarity when I have a day off or something is out of the ordinary. Um, yeah. Basically, I talked about it during that marathon. But I got really sick because my wife has been sick all week. I've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks, but we've had a lot of shifting here with our schedules, and shifts and things like that. My wife's job particularly, and she came down with a really bad illness this week, a really bad head cold. Started around Monday. She got a really severe sore throat for a couple of days, and then she got really severe head congestion, stuffiness, etc. And now, here we are on the weekend. She's almost done. Like, she still has some residual symptoms, but it's not that bad. She's able to function and everything. But basically, for most of this week, she couldn't work because of this. She was home. Now, I thought I was out of the woods because she started showing symptoms on Monday of the week. And you're thinking, man, you live with someone, you're married, you're with them, interacting with them all day, every day. I was doing my best to try to take care of her over the week. And I apologize that you can hear me doing this. It's all my sinuses are completely pouring down the back of my throat right now. It's really disgusting, and I have to do that to even talk so I don't cough. So, I was doing my best to help her out, take care of her over the week. And it was, Friday and going into Saturday, and I'm like, I don't see a single symptom. So you would think that by now, if I was going to get it, I would have gotten a symptom. So I thought, man, I lucked out, right? I'm out of the woods and not going to get it. And then, of course, Saturday morning, I wake up to do my marathon, and my throat is killing me. Now, at first, when I started the marathon yesterday, it was just severe soreness, and I'm like, I can tough through this. It's not a big deal. A sore throat is a sore throat. As long as I can talk, I'm all right. And that was my philosophy. And, yesterday we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of different things together. I mean, I debuted my new webcam, which you can see right now. Full 60 frames. Actual cool color representation on this camera that's accurate now. What you can actually see behind me is real. What you're seeing, you're probably seeing way more colors than ever before because this webcam is so awesome. And I'm like, we're just going to get through it. And arguably the first half of the day, I was getting through it. I mean, probably, let's be honest, you guys were being so supportive during that stream that I was taking a lot of shots. And those shots were numbing the pain in my throat, so I was kind of toughing through it. And we got through a bunch of games and stuff. We tried out the Marvel Rivals beta. We had some fun with Street Fighter 6. Even though I was buzzed, I was still getting wins. Had some pretty bad food. If you want to see that video, it's over on my DSP Reacts channel. The barbecue that I ordered was atrociously dry and bad. So, we got through all of that, and then we were basically in the next segment of the show, which was Nintendo World Championships, and as I was playing it, my throat swelled up so bad that I actually really couldn't talk anymore. So you'll notice if you watch that Nintendo World Championships video from yesterday, I go from like, all right, let's do it, and I'm playing and I'm talking and commentating, to I'm just being completely silent. Like, I'm saying nothing because I can't. My throat is throbbing and swollen. I can't say a word. So, basically, I played it for like 45 minutes, and I was like, guys, I can't keep going on. Like, how do I stream and do a marathon when I can't talk? Plus, I was feeling like crap. Like, I felt like a truck hit me. So, I abruptly ended the stream early, and basically, I did nothing to set up for today. Like, I knew with how I felt that there wasn't going to be any way that I was going to be able to stream today. It was not going to be possible. So essentially, all I did is I bumped the dates on all of my streams by a day. And I posted up everywhere, hey guys, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. And I left it at that. I spent a few hours trying to like eat and recuperate and feel better before I went to sleep. Essentially what happened was I went to sleep, I think around 11 p.m., I want to say. Maybe around 11 p.m., maybe around midnight. I can't remember because honestly, I was like so delirious and in pain. I slept for about 12 hours straight. 12 hours. And didn't move. Like, I was out like a light. And I do remember I woke up, I want to say it was the middle of the morning, I don't know when. And you know how you can feel like when a fever breaks and you feel like relief? So I felt that at some point during the night. And then I remember waking up in the morning and swallowing, and I didn't have excruciating pain in my throat. I was like, oh, whatever's going on in there, it must have cleared up. So the good news now is my throat isn't really that sore anymore. The problem is I have constant grossness in the back coming down my postnasal drip through my sinuses into my throat. And yeah, so I could talk. That's the good thing. I'm not having a good time. Like, I'll be honest, I still have a fever on and off. It's going up and down all day. It's been like this. So I slept 12 hours. I got up, and it was around noon today. And I'm like, man, I'm starving now. And we didn't really have anything in the house to really eat. Like, usually I have like a bagel in the morning. I'm like, well, a bagel ain't gonna cut it. So we actually ordered some sandwiches quick, because we didn't want fried food. Like, no, I just gotta get like a sandwich with some good meat and veggies and stuff on it. We ordered some sandwiches, and I ate that quick, and I actually felt much better after I ate it. But then all of a sudden, I felt completely tired again. So I went back to sleep for another 2 hours. Then I woke up, and basically my wife and I were like, well, the thing is, this week we're so backed up now because my wife was sick all week. So a lot of the things that normally need to get done around the house didn't get done because she's been sick, and I've been streaming. It's not like I had time off. I've been streaming. So I was like, well, here's what we got to do. My wife actually has to go back to work tomorrow. For the first time in like a week, she's returning to work after being sick. I'm like, let's do as much as we can together now. By doing it together, this will alleviate the burden of having to do all this stuff in the house. So we did for like 2 straight hours. We worked together, and we did all this stuff in the house to get it all done. And then she made dinner, which was baked chicken with some cream corn. I was able to eat that, and I felt good after that. And I was like, all right, well, what I got to do now? I got all this stuff I got to do upstairs. Like, I have to set up the playlist for the React show tomorrow. I got to do the new schedule. I have a bunch of bills I got to pay because it's month end. And at month end, like this last week, a bunch of bills are due. So I got to do that. And I was going to do that, you know, normally anyway. But I'm like, let me just do it tonight. So here I am. I've been in the office now for about an hour and a half trying to do stuff. As I'm doing it, I'm feeling way overheated. I'm like, oh, man, it must be my fever again coming back. So the good news is, the soreness is alleviated to the point where I can talk. So I can definitely stream. The bad news is I definitely still have a fever on and off. I still got massive head congestion. This thing's pouring down my throat. So I'm going to be here, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be in limited capacity, and there's not much I can really do about that. But I'm going to do my best to be here for you guys. But there is an update. Basically, I'm here for 3 more days this week. I'm here Monday, which would be, what, the 29th? Tuesday the 30th, and Wednesday the 31st of July. You might say, well, wait, what happened? Because your week, you were supposed to be off on Wednesday. Well, because my wife was sick and missed work, they changed her work schedule. So now they pushed it. So now she has more days of work this week. Just don't even think about that. Someone's just been out nearly a week being very sick. So let's reschedule them to give them a ridiculous amount of days in a row of work as soon as they're back. I'm sure that could possibly not go wrong at all, right? I mean, American retail for you. But anyway, yeah, so she has to work a bunch of days now, boom, boom, boom. And because of that, now our day off is shifted to Thursday. So that means tomorrow, on Monday the 29th, I'll be doing my React day. So I'll have a podcast here in the morning where hopefully we'll have some news and stuff to talk about. And not, we'll probably just do suggestion box. And then we're going to head over to DSP React and do DSP versus the Internet, the clip show. And then at night, we're going to do retro react to Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympics. The Olympics are in full swing right now. A lot of people are watching and talking about them, so it should be fun to do that react as the real Olympics are happening, okay? That means Tuesday now is a full day of gameplay. What I would definitely like to do is finish Fallout 4 on the first stream on Tuesday and get it done, so it's out of the rotation and we can focus on other games. Tuesday night, I think I want to play more of that Marvel Rivals beta that we were in and played about an hour and a half of during the marathon. It plays like Overwatch. It has a unique cast of Marvel characters. I'd like to try a lot more of them. So I think I'd like to do that Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, day stream, I think, we'll probably do, what did I say? We're going to do Street Fighter? And then I think like Wednesday night, we'll do like a Stardew Valley chill stream. And that'll be the week. Okay? Now I realize there's no Nintendo World Championships in there. That's fine. We're in no rush to play that. Maybe we'll do that as the day stream on like Friday, and then Friday night is Friday Night Fights, more Street Fighter, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I know that's a different schedule. It's weird. I wanted to put out this video to not only give an update on my health, but to let you guys know what's going on with all of that, because I know that's different than what we had talked about previous and might be very confusing, and I understand. I hope people will watch the video and understand. And also, hey, I want to say thank you and welcome. Over 200 new people subscribed to this channel. You know, from what I'm to understand, they came over from that Kino Casino channel over on Kick. And welcome, and I'm sorry that your first experience of me on this channel was me getting sick during a marathon and having to cancel it and then not being here the next day. A lot of people probably subscribed and they were like, oh, this guy, he's you know, he's sporadic or whatever. I'm really not. I'm actually way more consistent than this. But this is a rarity where I would get sick and end up having to miss work. So, tomorrow we'll have a podcast in the morning, and then we're going to jump over to my other channels. DSP Reacts is one of them, and DSP Throwback is the other. If you're interested in seeing me reacting from clips from all over the internet, or reacting to my old content from many years ago, that's very funny, you might want to go subscribe to those channels as well so you can talk during those streams on Monday. Okay? Otherwise, I'll be back here in full capacity on Tuesday for gameplay streams. Okay, guys, so I gotta get out of here. I still have to... I'm done with all the YouTube side stuff. Now I gotta sit there and pay bills and stuff. It's like, oh, I feel like I definitely have a fever. I'm, like, tired. Oh, my God, I just want to get out of here and lay down, but gotta get stuff done. And tomorrow I'll be back full time. And, again, thank you for understanding. Thank you for, you know, not going crazy yesterday when I had to leave early, because a lot of people get upset when I can't be here when I promise I am. And, you know, I'm doing my best today to recuperate and get better for you tomorrow. All right, everyone, please have a good night. See you Monday morning for the podcast, and then see you all day Monday for React content on my various channels. Peace out.